the main question that I would like to answer is what dark matter is. I think that will really change our vision of particle physics and where we're going in the future. I think at the moment we've had a hiatus in the sense we've discovered the Higgs boson. We've had highly successful with the Large Hadron Collider, and that will continue for another 20 years, no question about it. But to make a really big step change, I think we're going to have to discover something totally unexpected, and hopefully that's going to be the answer to dark matter. One thing that we have to do is we have to understand what we know about already very well, right? So you really need to benchmark what we call the standard model of particle physics. Once you know that very well, then you can start comparing things to it and seeing where the differences lie. So we're still at the stage of really benchmarking the standard model of particle physics. And then we can start really looking for effects that they may be incredibly small, but on a large scale, they could have the effect on the universe. So it really is the needle in the haystack that we need to find. So no, we were the first of the generation, so there was nobody else who we could look to or even had access to any academics or anything like that. So it's just the pure sort of will to actually carry on education further, and with the support of my parents, who really said, you know, this is your opportunity, you go and do it. It has been hard. I've hit every barrier you can imagine. So I was the first woman physicist in Cambridge to take maternity leave and come back with graduated return without home support. And I was the first woman in my college, which is Trinity College, to go on maternity leave. And then a lectureship came up here, which was in total open competition. And I was the only woman who applied. There were 60 men. I was the only woman. And I remember sitting, sort of watching all these men going in for their interview in their suits. And so I went in, not in a suit, and I got the job. Well, quite frequently what happens is the physicists will come along like myself and say, we need to build this big detector and it has to be this size and it's going to weigh 100 tons and it has to be cooled down to -10 degrees or something. And then we say to the engineers, and so that we can do that, can't they? And they'll say, no, no way we can do that. And then there's a discussion that has to happen about exactly what is feasible without losing the science capabilities. So we come up with the big ideas and the engineers say, no, you've got to think again. And so there's this discussion that happens. Radio programs and things, you know, people who go on desert island discs or something like that. And they're always saying, well, you know, when I was young and I was taking radios apart and I keep thinking, well, that wasn't me, you know, and I can't relate to people like that because that just wasn't me. I did it a different way. And I think a lot of people are like that.